A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the USC Trojans, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Rebels will kick it away to start. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Pulls it in, it's Mills. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. A little screen to the running back. At the 45 on his way. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Cunningham. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. The give to Davis. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Alexander.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Simmons. There's the pressure. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
His drive will open from the 15. Rides the back on the option to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got his man. Crosses the 30. He's got away. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Motion from the wide receiver. Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. Inside the 45. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Lewis wants to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. bring us to the end of the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. From the gun, the ground game. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let them go to work.
Now on first down from the 30. To the ground. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw at Simmons. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
The offense changing the play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback adapting. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up third and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Wide receiver going in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Ray. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
To the air, it's Simmons. The sure hands, it's Odom. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Davis. Oh, and a move. Strong, firm tackle.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Now facing a third and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quick completion on the out. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Now, a 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Rebels looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Watkins. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Lewis to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That's reeled in. It's Ray. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is on its way. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop. the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Lewis wants to pass. That's caught. It's Mills. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early.
He's got it up to 25. Touchdown, USC. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Davis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So now it's second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Hauls it in at the 25. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Out of the gun to give to the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Well, they came into this game believing they could run the football in critical down and distances, and they did it right there on that 4th down.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Good blocking, good running, pick up of 6 out to the 30.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Back to throw, it's Simmons. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Nice play by this defense again, and I feel like it's a broken record, doesn't it, guys? Like, seriously, both defense playing at a high level. Which offense can get a spark, make a big play, and get something going?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Bringing the heat. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Trojans. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Pitt looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up by 21 over FIU. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll ride Davis here. Breaks the tackle. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Got enough for the first, and he's still going.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Odom. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Looking left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. He wants to throw it again. Looking deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
This crowd is ready. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Caught in the backfield, it's Odom. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Sending the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Gets it out quickly. At the 35, is open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around. And I think they got used to it in the first half. And now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Lewis wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Poole. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
To the air, it's Simmons. Caught over the middle, it's Davis. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
He might want another play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it! Touchdown, Rebels! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Wide open downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Lewis to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation form.
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a front punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's cool. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats.
Timeout, USC.
Wants to go up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Lewis wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
Bye.